Good morning. I don't really know how to start this video. Where I am. This is the end of the world. For a lot of centuries, we did not know that America existed, which is supposed to be that way. And so, this little peninsula at the west coast of Spain used to be the end of the known world, and up until America was discovered, there was no land from here on, which is crazy to think. And when you get here at the end of your Camino, this video is going to be about the Camino, you just feel extremely small, and you kind of like feel the world extremely small. That's it. Like, there's nothing more. If we were like 500 years ago, we would think that this is the end of it. The majority of people believed that if you sail that way, you will eventually just fall off the earth, the edge of the water, and then you're done. And then you're just sitting here and you're thinking about this, and it's well and truly special. Probably you hear the immense sound of the ocean as the water like just crashes into the rocks. Makes you think. It makes you wonder, like, what is it? Where do you go from here when you get here? This was me a month ago, just so we can see where I started and how I started, and I was wondering where this video takes me.
My wonderful people, welcome back to another video. This is truly a special one. This has been my dream ever since I know myself, or ever since I know about this Camino at all in general. We are walking in the Pyrenees. Wonderful landscapes, amazing weather. We are some 4 kilometers deep into our journey, into our 800-kilometer journey. How will it go? Where will I end up? When will I finish it? I have no clue. What I only know is that my route is that way. So I'm just walking up the hill. The first section, the first day basically, is just a steep uphill hike, some 25 kilometers or something, until Roncesvalles. Today we are expecting some light rains. Today I am expecting to cross the Spanish border. This car I wasn't expecting, so let's just let it pass. And I'm truly love the fact that I am here. I truly love the fact that I finally got to walking, because for the past couple of days I was extremely buzzing, like I gotta start, and now finally I'm here putting my theories into the test. And this is not the proper intro because I have no clue where this video is gonna go, but if you keep watching you're gonna know, and we're gonna learn it, find it out together.
Welcome back to the end of the world. The video ended up being this video, which covers nothing of the Camino. So I'm gonna walk you through what was my experience. I did not record it on my camera, mainly images from my phone, but I hope it summarizes what I experienced. Teaches you a lot of things, but once you get here, you're just like, where next? Like, there's nothing more, and still there's everything. It's like, this video is about nothing. I've been just sitting here for like nearly 2 hours now, and I was just wondering, like, if I make a video out of this, what will I say? Like, what do you need to know? And at the end, I guess there's nothing from me to you. There's nothing to say. You should come here. You know me, I've been to a lot of places, and I experienced a lot. Arriving here is something special. You walk for like 30 days. 800 kilometers, it's a long way, right? And then you get here and you're just like, no more steps, like 5 more steps and you're dead in the ocean, and that's it. What will you do with your time? What will you do with your life? That's the question that emerges here at the edge of the world. Like, there is nothing else to ask. I guess the Camino is not what it used to be. It's full of tourism. It's full of a lot of silly people who like don't respect the rules of a pilgrimage. I guess at the end of it, it's a pilgrimage. At the end, we should think about ourselves. We should think about God. We should connect with the earth and with the air and with the heavens. And there is a lot of distractions, right? And sometimes you don't feel it. Sometimes days go by, you just walk, sometimes in pain, sometimes in joy, and you just don't make sense of it. It just makes no sense. And then you get here, and then suddenly you're just like, wow, like this is literally the end of it. When you get to Santiago, it's an uplifting feeling. Like, that's where you're going, right? That's what you want. That is your goal. And then you get to the sea, you get to the ocean, the edge of the world, and then you're gonna be like, wow. And so yeah, basically the whole point of this video is just a general sensation. Like, I think it's different for everyone. If you get to come here and get to sit down here somewhere on these rocks, you will feel something, that's for sure. And it will give you something for sure. Yeah, we can say come with no expectations, come with zero hope. Sometimes it's just more confusing than ever before. Too many questions, too many unanswered questions. But then you just sit here and you just let these things flow through you. And then you might find something. But out of all the experiences that you can indulge in and money that you can spend on, I feel like the money that you invest in these 30 days and then the remaining few days here by the ocean are definitely very well spent. Cents and dollars and euros and whatever you want to spend on it. So you should come. My Camino taught me a lot of things. Nothing very surprising. It's more kind of like it assures you that those feelings that you had before were right or were wrong. Some people go home with their lives changed. Some people find their partners, loved ones, their family here. Some people find their homes on the way. Some people laugh a lot, some people cry a lot. And I wish I could bring you some of that. I wish I could show you what is the Camino through the lens of other people. But it's kind of sacred, you know? Like, every day I thought about it. Like, I have this camera with me. telling stories, making interviews, traveling the world and asking people questions to understand and to have a better understanding of everything around us. But here I just felt like it's so sacred. Still, through the commercialized routes and days and crowds and everything, still shines through the layer that is sacred, and you don't want to bother anyone with a camera in their face. You don't want to expose their hidden feelings and secret discoveries. I met people who did not speak for 10 days because they wanted to discover something in their souls. I met people who cried every single day in churches whenever they got down on their knees in front of God. They just started tearing up because of the amount of pain that they are carrying. I met people who did not want to indulge in any religious aspect of it. I met people who woke up at 4:30 just to get to the next little hostel or albergue as it's called over here as early as possible. I met people who dedicated every single moment to God, praying all along the road, which is crazy. I met people who did not use their phones. I met people who filmed all their experience. I met people who were happy about it, and I met people who were really sad about what they found. And that's why I can just encourage you that no matter what, you cannot really understand how it is unless you come here. You cannot really comprehend what is the Camino until you don't experience it. There's like 15 different routes that you can choose from: harder, easier, shorter, longer, more crowded or less crowded, more commercialized or less commercialized. I guess majority of people starts with the one that I did, starting from the border of France up until Santiago and then later on to the ocean, which is 800 kilometers, a long way with a lot of people. And then you indulge in shorter ones or more hidden ones or more difficult ones with less infrastructure, with less help, with more force, I guess. And then you learn, then you find something, or you don't. But you'll definitely go home and feel like 30 days very well spent. And so I cannot tell you exactly what will you get if you come. But would I recommend it? 100%. And should you do it? 100%. Will it change your life? Most likely it will. But just let go of that idea and expectation, I guess. It's like, yeah, it might change your life, but it's better if you don't think about that. It's better if you don't try to make it change your life. Just let it happen. I mean, little by little, step by step. What I also found is like, for the past few months I've been on the road, haven't been home. The Camino was part of my journey. It was a longer Camino if we count that, I guess. Maybe if you take a break from your life back home, from your work, from your family, and you just come here, it's gonna be such an immense power that just arrives in your life. Like all of a sudden you're surrounded with people who are open to talk to you. All of a sudden you're traveling. All of a sudden you're experiencing new cities, new villages, a new culture, a new understanding of life. It's gonna be very special. Arriving is, that's what makes it special. Yeah, sometimes, most of the times we say it's about the journey, not about the destination. But here I feel like the destination makes it worth much more. And yeah, it's been nearly 6 months, and this is the end of my travels for now. In very short 2 weeks, I'm going home for a little break, and so everything was leading up to the Camino, which makes it maybe even more special, and maybe even makes this arrival to the ocean and to the edge of the world even more special, because that's the conclusion, that you can actually get to the end of the world. And it's crazy to think that 2 months ago I was in the Philippines, and yeah, a little over 2 months ago, and like, that's the other end of the world, and like, it's not that big, man. It's not that big, and it's getting pretty touristic, if you ask me. So you better get going, eh? If you want to see things untouched and not commercialized, you don't have a lot of time. And who knows, maybe in 10 years we're gonna destroy the whole planet anyways. So if you have a little chance, you should book that fight, you know. Either to here, either to another part of the world. Just find your destination and make it there. Sign up for something. I think that's one part that is promised. If you come to the Camino, you have a goal, and you just cannot give up. You just have to like go through it. And every day you wake up, and when you're at 500 kilometers and you see that there's 300 more, and you're tired and your body's aching, and you have 10 blisters on your feet, and everything hurts, then you obviously feel like, wow, like I don't want to do this, but I have to, because I promised it to myself, and God knows who else you promised it to, but you just wanted to do it, so like you won't give up. And that's the important part, that you can teach yourself that you can count on yourself for 30 days, for 800 kilometers, for 900 kilometers. You can count on yourself, and you're gonna show up every day. Even if you take a break, you know that the next day you're gonna be going, right? And you have to be responsible, and you can acknowledge that you're in control of your own life, and that's incredibly important. And to be a responsible person, to be there for other people, first of all, you have to be there for yourself, right? And so maybe that you can teach yourself how to do that, and the Camino teaches you how to do that. You signed up for something, and so you will go through it, and that teaches you an insane lot, that you can actually be a friend of yours, that you can be your own best friend, because no one's gonna be there to carry you, I guess. I mean, there's a lot of people who will help you, that's for sure, and that also is an important lesson, because people are there to motivate you, to be partners in pain, in joy, in love, in difficulties. But after all, you're gonna have to carry your backpack. You're gonna have to carry your own weight, and you're gonna have to make the next step, and the next step, and the next one. And then eventually, you're just gonna get there. You're just gonna get here. Whenever you can, you just get away from the crowds, Most people stop up there, don't come down here to the rocks. Maybe it's just me, but it makes me feel very special about it. That yeah, it's a little 10 extra minutes to get down here, but I'm here looking at the lost rocks that you cannot really see from up there. I'm here looking at the waves and the seagulls and the gulls that are rallying these rocks. That's what you're looking for. To find your own answers, you will have to create your own time and space and let God talk to you. If you made it so far into this video, that means that for some stupid reason you're so interested in my lame storytelling. I really appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed this whole thing. I hope it reminded you that there is always something new about the world that you can experience and discover. Yeah, thank you so much that you guys stayed to the last minute of it, and I'm definitely gonna see you in the next one. Going home, trying to find new ways, my new techniques and new content, and new countries coming up pretty soon. I really appreciate you've been here with me all along this whole journey, and yeah, I guess this is the finale of this season. Of these 6 months on the road. Pretty tired, pretty exhausted, but full of new memories, new friends, new experiences, and new lessons learned. Yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next one.